Shelly, where are you now? At home?
I'm at home. What's wrong?
Okay, if you're at home, this will go faster.
What? What's so urgent?
Clean up the room you're using for work. Today.
Huh? What for?
For my sister.
Wait. I don't know what you're talking about.
My brother-in-law is going overseas next month.
Wow, that's great. So why do you need to clean out the room?
My brother-in-law is planning to go abroad by himself. The kids are still young, so it would be tough, right?
Yeah, that would make it easier for your sister. But that doesn't mean the room is... I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
While my brother-in-law is abroad, my sister and the kids are going to live with us.
Hey, hold on there. Why would they do that? She has her own house, a brand new house.
They have 3 daughters, and it wouldn't be safe with just girls by themselves, would it?
That may be true. Why don't they just go to your parents' house?
If they go to my parents' house, the oldest would have to change kindergartens. That would just be too much for her mother.
But we live in an apartment too, and it's too small for 4 people at the same time.
I don't care if it's too small. My sister's kids are still little, so they won't take up that much space. They'll be moving in tomorrow, so you'd better clean it up today.
Hey, don't just go on deciding everything. What do you mean tomorrow? It's too sudden.
You don't want my sister to come, do you?
It's not like that, but he goes next month, right? That's still 3 weeks away. Your sister is moving in with us tomorrow. Isn't that too soon?
The sooner the better for my nieces to get used to the environment. Don't you even know that? You've never raised kids before, so you don't understand anything, do you? Anyway, we're having a sleepover tomorrow. Official living together is scheduled to start next week. It's been a while since I've been able to live with my sister, so the sooner the better.
There it is. The sister complex.
Shut up. Don't say I have a sister complex.
Well, all I have to do is clean up my workroom, right? But where am I supposed to work?
Why don't you move into the living room or the bedroom? You can do that anywhere.
You originally told me to get out of the living room because I was an eyesore.
I don't remember saying that.
You always forget what you say, don't you? You never listen to what other people say. Fine, forget it. I'll clear out the room.
Do it today. If you don't do a good job, it won't be safe for the kids.
Doing it by the end of the week is okay, isn't it? We're only having a sleepover tomorrow. I'll clean up this week.
This week would be too late. We're supposed to start moving stuff in tomorrow, little by little.
What? You should have discussed this with me earlier. Why are you doing this all of a sudden?
I just heard about my brother-in-law too.
Fine, whatever. But if your sister's coming, we have to get ready. The youngest one is still a baby. Ask your sister if she needs anything.
Oh, come on. You just think about what she would need and get some stuff together. Don't cause her any stress. She's having a hard enough time with her husband going away. And make sure you clean the house really well. It'd be a disaster if the kids get sick.
I've never raised kids before, so I don't know. What a pickle.
Why don't you ask your brother?
Well, you're right. Maybe I'll ask my parents.
Be prepared for anything.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Anyway, make sure you clean up. Also, I don't need dinner tonight. I'm going to be working late, so I'll eat somewhere around here.
You're always late these days. Okay, good luck at work. Hello, Shelly. How are you? Hi, it's been a while. Did you hear from Terry about tomorrow? Yes, I heard. It must be tough for you with the kids so small and everything. Yeah, we wanted to go with my husband too, But the kids are small and we're worried about being abroad because that's just something we're not used to. So I guess you'll be taking care of us for a little while. For a little while? How long is the assignment? Oh, Terry didn't tell you? No, nothing. All he said was that you're coming to stay with us tomorrow and that you'll start living with us next week. That idiot! He should have explained it to you. You know, we'll only be staying at your house for 2 weeks at the most starting next week. What? Isn't your husband going on an overseas assignment? I knew he didn't get it right. Yes, but that's not what's happening. I was thinking of moving into company housing while he's overseas. The company housing will be available in 2 weeks. And if the previous family moves out earlier, we can get in then. So that's how it was. Terry was talking as if you'd be with us the whole time your husband was away. We would never ask that much. Then why does Terry insist on living together? You have a house. That's the thing. There's something that's bothering me. Something bothering you? What is it? Has he been acting strange lately? What do you mean, strange? Acting weird. Oh well, I think it's better if I just say it out loud. What is it? You've got me all curious. Just tell me. Terry is cheating on you. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to just say it like that. No, it's not like that. I was just surprised. Do you have a reason for thinking so? It's not so much as a reason as that I saw it. I saw him go into a motel room with another woman. Oh my God. Shelly, you must be shocked. Get a hold of yourself. Just kidding. What? What's wrong? Are you all right? Did the shock screw up your head? No, I'm fine. Actually, I knew Terry was seeing a woman on the side. Oh, really? You knew? But does Terry know about it? No, he doesn't know at all. I found out 6 months ago, and I've been collecting evidence since then. Evidence? For what? For the divorce. You're very systematic. I'm impressed. At first, I was shocked and very sad, but now I'm over it. I hired a professional investigator to look into it. There is a mountain of evidence. The reason we are here is that I was hoping I might get him to settle down and stop the affair. My husband said I should give it a try. I guess I was wrong. I will do everything in my power to help you get divorced. Thanks for the support. If push comes to shove, I'll use my daughters to help you.
Hey, Shelly. I hope you've prepared the room for my sister.
Yes, of course. While you've been working late into the morning, I've been working on it.
Huh? Don't talk to me like that. I'm busy with work every day. I'm not out and about just having a good time, you know? Don't compare me to you who's just hanging out at home all day.
I'm sorry, but I'm not just hanging out either.
Huh? What's your problem? My sister and the kids are moving in with us tomorrow. Don't put any stress on her, okay?
I already know that. I've talked it over with her and we can get along.
Well, okay then. I will be home late tonight. I'm going out for dinner.
I haven't prepared dinner for you anyway lately. You haven't noticed?
What's that? You think I'm going to be late because I'm having fun? I'm working.
It's not that. It's just that having you eat out almost every day, it would be better if you just told me when you needed dinner. It's a nuisance having to call me every day to let me know, isn't it?
You talk too much, you know that? Well, my sister will be there tomorrow and I'll be home early.
That's a good idea. Let's have dinner together with your sister and the kids. Hey, Terry, you didn't tell me you'd be late tonight.
You told me to call you only when I'd be home for dinner, so I didn't tell you on purpose.
You really don't have to do that. Are you sure it is work?
What's with that tone? Are you trying to say I'm out having a good time?
I didn't say that, and there's no need to get angry. If it's work, it's work. I just think you should take it easy at home sometimes, and I'm worried about you.
I have a nap room at work. I sleep there and I'm fine.
Don't come home early in the morning like you usually do and talk so loud. The kids will be sleeping.
Yes, I know. You really are a nag.
Hey, I'm at the supermarket. Do you need anything? Can I ask you to get a can of powdered milk, the usual one? Yes, sure. Is everything else okay? Thank you. I don't have anything else in particular, so I'm fine. Sorry it's so heavy. It's okay. I drove here. Still, you surprised me. I do? About Terry. He comes in the morning like that? Yes, I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's like that every day. And it's not the first time. I don't know where he goes to take a bath, get dressed, eat breakfast, and go to work. He only sleeps at home occasionally. Shelly, you sure are putting up with a lot. It used to be hard for me to be home alone, but now I have my sister-in-law and nieces to take my mind off of it. All three of the girls are really cute. I put them to bed and then go straight to sleep with them, and they heal me every day. I am relieved to hear you say that, but what should we do? We have to leave. What? Is that so? Then I won't be able to live with the four of you. That's so sad. Hey, Shelly, are you getting ready for the divorce? Yes, almost. All that's left is to officially request a lawyer that my friend introduced me to. I didn't realize that you've already proceeded that far. You never cease to amaze me. I've put up with him for so long. I'm going to make sure I'm done with this. I'm sure you will. Well then, I have some advice for you. Is he coming home today? Today? He just called and said he will be home late, as usual. Right. Then there's something I want to talk to you about when you get back. Okay, I'll see you later. Terry, do you have a minute?
What the hell? Don't call me at work. Unlike you, I'm busy.
Sorry, but it's just about your niece.
What's wrong?
It's nothing serious, but the oldest daughter had a fever today and isn't going to kindergarten.
Oh yeah? Is she all right?
She doesn't have a fever anymore and she's fine. But you know, it looks like she may have a cold, so your sister's keeping her in bed tomorrow, just to be on the safe side.
I'm glad she's fine. So what's with the report? She's staying in bed with a cold tomorrow, right? Is that it?
See? You already forgot. Tomorrow is the day your brother-in-law leaves. So your sister-in-law said she'd drive him to the airport, right?
Was that it? Was it tomorrow?
You really didn't listen to me, did you?
And what does that have to do with me?
It's because the oldest is home and she has a cold, and the other girls and your sister are going to the airport.
Uh-huh. So?
So I told you before that I have a full day of training tomorrow. Did you forget?
You said something about that, didn't you? Huh. You mean I have to watch her?
That's what I'm saying. It's Saturday and you don't have work, okay?
I might still have to work on Saturday.
Who's going to take care of her? I've already told your sister I can't do it that day. And you're the only one I can ask. And your mother is too far away.
Well, okay. But I can't take care of a sick kid.
It's okay. Your sister and I will both be home at night. It's only one day.
Don't just say it like it's that easy.
The oldest one is a good girl, and she doesn't have a fever anymore. So she's fine. You can just stay with her and watch DVDs together.
Well then, come home as soon as you can, okay?
Maybe you have something to do tomorrow?
No, not really.
No? Then you'd better take good care of her. I'll bring you back some souvenirs.
Okay.
Hey, I managed to get him to stay at home with her. I guess it went well, huh? By the way, is she okay now? Yes, she's fine now. She only had a slight fever in the morning. Now she just has a runny nose. It's just a normal kid's cold. I'm glad. I'll be home soon too. Do you want me to get anything on the way back? The kids want some ice cream. Do you mind? No, not at all. Tomorrow they're going to watch Terry for me, so it's no big deal. Kids these days are so smart. I wonder what kind of report I'll get. I've left everything in the hands of the lawyer, so all I have to do now is to put it into action. The company housing is ready for us to move in. So, let's stick to the plan. Good luck!
Hey, Shelly, where's my sister? I mean, where did they go? I came home from work and nobody was here.
If you're talking about your sister and the girls, they've moved out. You didn't know?
Huh? What do you mean they moved out?
You really don't listen to anyone, do you? She said it from the start. She said they were only going to live with us until the company housing had an opening.
What do you mean? What company housing? I thought she and the girls were going to live with us forever.
I don't know how you misunderstood her, but your sister was planning to move there when the company housing became available.
That's a lie. They even moved their luggage to our house.
There's no way the four of them would only have that much luggage. That was just for a sleepover. Speaking of sleepovers, where were you last night? I heard you went out right after your sister came home. I was so surprised when I came home and you were gone. I heard you had to go to work.
Oh, yeah. I had some work suddenly come up and I had to leave. Where the hell are you now?
Me? I'm at your sister's company housing too.
Huh? To help her move?
No, I moved here too.
What nonsense. You're moving out? What's going to happen to me? You've got to be kidding me.
I left a little something for you, Terry. Have you seen it yet?
A souvenir? There's an envelope on the table.
Check inside.
What the hell is this? What's with the divorce papers?
It's just as it says. I want a divorce from you.
What? Why divorce?
Can't you think of one single thing?
Of course I can't. I can't think of anything.
Oh yeah? Who were you on the phone with yesterday when you were at home?
Huh? Yesterday? Yesterday, I was talking about work with someone from the office. I told you I had to work on short notice.
You might be right about the person from the company, but it was a woman, wasn't it?
It wouldn't be surprising if a female employee called me about work. What are you talking about?
I heard it was your 6-month anniversary since you started dating. You didn't even celebrate your wedding anniversary with me or my birthday.
Huh?
I'm glad you apologized so desperately for your cancellation, and she forgave you. She's a sweet person. How was the French restaurant you booked for her as an apology? I bet it was delicious. It's an expensive restaurant, right?
Huh? What? Wait.
Who is the only one you love, huh?
Only you.
Who is this Mary? The receptionist at your office? Was she a temp worker?
How did you know that?
See? That's how you give it away so easily.
What the hell? I was just going along with your story, right? Yesterday was really work. I was just joking around about the phone. The oldest sister was listening to me, right? You're an idiot for taking that little girl's words at face value.
If you think I'm only talking about what happened yesterday, you're mistaken. You are the one who is stupid. The eldest daughter told me exactly what she heard and comforted me. She said she felt sorry for Aunt Shelly. She was mad at you and said that you were terrible. She couldn't forgive a person like you.
Damn it. What the hell? Everyone is ganging up on me like I'm some bad guy.
Cheating men are bad guys, right? And you didn't even tell Mary you're married.
What? Why?
How do I know so much? Well, please take a look at the file on the counter.
The counter? Huh? There it is. What's this?
You've been acting suspiciously, so I hired an agency to investigate. That's the affair investigation report. And it's so bad that even the investigator was surprised. It's all bad.
Are you kidding me? This is a violation of human rights.
Don't make me laugh. My husband is being unfaithful to me. What kind of human rights does an adulterer have?
Fine. I'll divorce you as you wish.
All right. Let's get a divorce.
What? You're being so cavalier. I could take it back now, you know.
No, thank you. I'm divorcing you because I now know everything I wanted to. In exchange, I'll receive compensation for your infidelity.
What? What do you mean? Compensation?
I've asked for a lawyer after the investigation by the agency so that I could take care of this.
What the hell? You knew from the beginning and you didn't stop me. If you had told me, I would have stopped the affair.
I don't know about that. I'm sure the lawyer will send a content-certified letter to the other party, Mary. I wonder if she got it already.
What?
I bet she'll be surprised. The guy she was dating is married, and his wife is asking for compensation. It's a double whammy, isn't it?
Please, don't tell Mary.
I'm so sorry. It's too late.
You were screwing up my life.
That's what you say, but you're the one who messed up my life. If you hadn't cheated on me, none of this would have happened. I don't know what to tell you.
You haven't told my sister, have you?
I wonder why you think that. I wouldn't have had to. She already knew about the affair.
Huh? Seriously?
She saw you go into a motel room with Mary.
That's a lie, right?
She said the reason she came to live with us is so she could try to talk some sense into you. But she realized right away that was impossible.
I'm the only one who didn't know?
Well, that's what happens.
So, even if I agree to the divorce, you're gonna have to tell me where you and my sister live.
Huh? I can't. I promised my sister-in-law I wouldn't tell you.
Huh? Why?
My sister-in-law says she can't tolerate men who cheat on their wives. She also said that her husband said that if their eldest daughter suffered any backlash from this, it would be a problem.
What the hell is that?
I've already moved most of my stuff out, so what's left is just junk. You can just throw it away or whatever.
What? Hey, wait a minute.
Don't ever bother me again. I don't know if things will work out with Mary, but see ya. Bye, cheating guy.
Hey, Shelly, don't leave me. You're all I've got. Let's start over.
6 months have passed since then, and I'm living happily at my sister-in-law's company housing with my nieces. Terry apparently got brutally rejected by Mary at work and seemed to be feeling quite uncomfortable there. About 2 months ago, he was fired from his job because he was accused of stalking Mary. I'm glad he paid me compensation before he was fired. My mother-in-law blurted out that he's back at his parents' house now, doing nothing but drinking. My sister-in-law and I are planning to move the 5 of us to a place overseas because my niece wants to see her daddy.
Hi, Caitlin. It's been a while. How have you been? Oh, Marina, long time no see. How are you doing? Actually, I need to talk to you about something. Do you have time now? I'm okay, but what's the matter? Guess what? I'm pregnant. Oh, really? Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much. I told my mom earlier, but you were working and weren't there. I thought I'd text you instead. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. It's okay. It was a little awkward to tell in person. What? Why? Because you and Jade have been married for 5 years, right? And you still don't have children. I was worried that you might be infertile. So, if you heard that I'm pregnant, I thought you might feel bad. Not at all. We just haven't thought about having children yet. It's not something you need to worry about, so it's okay. Oh, okay. I thought there was something wrong. I was worried about you. I'm busy with work. It's not easy. Oh, well, but Jade said Caitlin is always working. I should be the first one to give our parents a grandchild as the oldest brother, you know. Oh, did he say so? Well, I can't understand that feeling. It's good to earn money, but if you work too much, you'll lose your attractiveness as a woman. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I'll be careful. My mother and brother, they're so happy that we're having a baby. I have nothing to do even if I stay home alone. So I'll come over again sometimes. Let's chat again. Of course. Okay, be careful when you come. I will. I'll see you again. See you later. Caitlin, can you get some fries on the way home? From McDonald's. Yeah, sure. That's fine, but are you coming over today too? Yes, I am. My husband said he's going to be late due to work, so I thought I'd stay here tonight. Oh, I see. I don't know what came over me, but I've been craving for fries a lot since I got pregnant. I wonder if that's a sign that I'm pregnant. I guess so. There seems to be a lot of people who want fries in their pregnancy. How do you know that, Caitlin? You've never been pregnant. Since you got pregnant, you started coming here often, right? I did some research what you might want to eat and what you shouldn't. Really? That's so sweet. I thought you were looking into it just in case you got pregnant. It's not like that. Just in case, to be sure. I want fries and strawberries. I guess it depends on the person. Jade went to buy some for my lunch today, but I want to eat them again. What? Jade, was he home today? Yes, he was. Yesterday, I told him I was coming over, so he said he'd give me a ride. He took a day off from work. Oh, really? My big brother. He's so overprotective. Mom took advantage of it. She's really worried about me too. Well, good to hear that. My mother-in-law doesn't worry about me much. I mean, she's rather nagging. And my husband is never home from work. So I'd rather stay here. Well, it's your parents' house. It's cozy, right? I want to have a baby here. My mom and brother are also here. Oh, and it would be good for you too, Caitlin. What? For me? Because you might get pregnant in the future, right? So, if my baby is at home, you can practice for when your own child is born. I can't practice with someone else's child. It would help me too, and everyone can see my baby. Isn't that killing 2 birds with 1 stone? Maybe not 2 birds, but 3. Are you really going to have the baby back home? Probably. I haven't decided yet. But I think it's going to be difficult at this house. We have a lot of stuff. Your room hasn't changed, but it's not an environment good to raise a child, right? Well, we'll discuss about it. I'm sure Jade and the others will agree with me. Well, I'll have a little talk with my mom. Oh, and don't forget my fries. Hey, about yesterday, are you really going to accept Marina's home birth?
Oh, yeah. It's okay, right? It's her family house. Is there a problem?
Well, yeah, but Where is she going to raise a child in this house? There's no room to sleep in.
Marina said she'd take care of that herself. I'm sure she'll be fine.
You know, if she's going to raise a child in this house, we won't be able to live like we used to.
What? Why not?
A baby would cry at night. The fact of having 2 more people means that the burden of house chores will also increase.
That's your job. I think it'll be good to have her and the baby here. Having kids at home will definitely be comforting. We don't have kids, so you can take care of Marina's kids. I'm also looking forward to having a niece or nephew.
That's not the point.
Then, will you have our baby, Caitlin?
We're not in a situation where we can do that, right? If we had a baby now, we'd go bankrupt.
Yeah, okay. I won't talk about money.
You're always avoiding things you don't want to talk about. That's what you did yesterday. You didn't even listen to me. And you 3 were talking about Marina coming back here. Are you thinking about our life here as well?
It doesn't matter. It's our house.
You don't have to put it that way.
It's mine and Marina's family house. It's under Mom's name. Technically, it's our house.
Yeah, that's what you mean. Right. It's not my house.
Hey, don't be salty. Marina wants to come home. You can't say no to that. Mom and I'd be happy too.
Who's going to clean the house? What about Marina's meals?
Well, that'll be your job. You are the one doing the housework.
And you won't listen to my opinion?
What do you mean? Marina wants to come back home. You want me to refuse her request?
I'm telling you to think about a better environment for raising a child. Do you really think it's good for the sake of Marina and her baby?
Of course I do. What the hell? Just because you make more money than me, you're acting like a big jerk. Whose house do you think you're living in? It's my house, so I decide.
Oh yeah, you're going to say things like that. I see.
What the?
No, nothing. You can do whatever you want from now on. Well then, bye.
Huh? Hey, wait. What do you mean? Caitlin?
Caitlin, did you get my packages? Please bring it into your room. What? Wait a minute. Why did you send some packages? We talked about it the other day. Did you forget? I'm going back home. No, I remember that. But you're still like 5 months pregnant, right? Isn't it okay even if I'm 5 months pregnant? I don't have a job and there's nothing to do at home. Besides, my mother-in-law comes over often and she's so annoying. Isn't that because she's worried about you? It's nice that she worries about me, but she's always nagging me. It's really stressful to have her come over so often. I think it's bad for the baby. So, I thought it would be better for me to come over early, meaning as shelter as well. But which room are you going to live in? Oh, come on. Your room, of course. What? My mom and brother. They both said it'll be fine. Huh? Then where shall I be? Caitlin, you are working, so I'm guessing you have some money. Until about 3 months after the birth, rent somewhere else or go back to your parents' house. That's what I was thinking. No, wait. That's too sudden. There's no way I can wait. The package has already arrived. This is already decided. There's no way I can suddenly rent a house. Even if I go back to my parents' house in the first place, it takes 2 hours from here. There's no way I can go home, right? So, that's none of my business. I've already decided. Oh, yeah. You all decided together. Yes, we did. It was a family decision. I'm going to have the baby back home, so you have to leave. Yeah, okay. Then, with pleasure. Huh? Why are you happy to be kicked out of where you live? It creeps me out. If you're going to leave, don't come back for 6 months. I'll be living here. Yeah, okay. I'm not coming back to this house for the rest of my life. Don't worry. Huh? What does that mean? Hey, wait! Answer me! Hey, what's going on? All the electricity and water in this house has stopped. Caitlin, you must have done something. I can't believe it. Huh? I didn't do anything in particular. That can't be possible. Both my brother and mom say they don't know what's going on. It can only be because of you. Whoa, neither of them have told you anything yet. They haven't told me what? I've been paying all the rent and utilities for the house. I just got behind on the payments, so the supply was cut off. It's that simple, right? What? What's that? What do you mean? I don't live in the house. I don't have to pay for it. There's no one who can pay it in the first place. What? Jade didn't say anything. Of course he didn't. Quitting his job and have his wife to support him? What? Jade quit his job? Yeah, about 6 months ago, I think. He quit his job on his own without consulting me or anything. He was working as a temp at first, but he didn't like that I was making so much money. He tended to take days off often. He's been home for the past 2 months. You can't be serious. Every time you came home, he was home too. Didn't you ever wonder why? I thought he was just taking days off of work every time. Of course not. Your thoughts are so optimistic. Your mother and Jade, why they were able to live in that house without any inconvenience. It was all thanks to me. Wait a minute. But there's no way the electricity would have been cut off so soon. Oh, well, yeah. That's because I stopped it. What? What have you done? Because paying the electricity bill for a house I don't live in, that's ridiculous, right? I'm the one paying it. It was in my name. I canceled it. But we live here. So? So? Your own husband and mother-in-law live there. How could you do that? He's not my husband anymore. That bum. Huh? What are you saying? A while after he quit his job, he got angry when I told him to work. He said, I'll divorce you if you complain anymore. He handed me the divorce form. What? Did he? Yeah. So, I kept the divorce form in a safe place. I submitted it when I left that home. Huh? What have you done? Because he told me to leave. Seems like I don't belong in that family of yours, right? They treat me like an ATM and a housekeeper. What's the point of being in that house? I don't even have a hobby to support a bum. Wait a minute. About that, do Jade and Mom know? I don't think they know. You're the first one I told this. What? You can't just file for divorce without telling Jade and Mom. That's not allowed. Go withdraw it right now. I have no intention to have them allow it. I don't need their permission. I was the one who was handed the signed divorce form, so that means he wanted a divorce, right? But if you divorce Jade, what will happen to our house? I don't know. For now, just call the electricity and water company, and then the gas company. The gas company needs to come in person, so you'd better call them as soon as possible. And if you don't pay the rent, you'll be evicted. That's not what I meant. Oh, but you have to take care of the unpaid money properly, or they might not restore it. What? I guess they don't have any money left. I used to transfer the money at the end of every month. Today is the 27th, right? They would have ran out of money by now, and I'm not transferring any money from now on. This will be tough. Wait a minute. Oh, by the way, I've already contacted your husband. I heard he was against the homework. You shouldn't come without permission. What? What do you think you're doing? I told him you came back home and kicked me out. He kept apologizing to me. I felt sorry for him. Hey, what did you do? I heard you don't like his parents because they're both educators and strict. That's not very nice of you. They've been so nice to you, but you ran away. It's none of your business. Don't talk of things you don't know about. I told them everything, including the bad environment of this house. He said he'll pick you up on his next day off. What? Is he coming? I wonder if you'll be able to survive until then. All lifelines are down. Marina, you still have your in-laws. They'll be able to help you, right? Hey, that's enough. That's my line. You've been treating me like a slave. And in the end, you kick me out to have birth at home? Isn't that a bit harsh? I'm so offended. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Hey, you can come back. What? Why? Because without you, I can't live in this house. You mean you want me to pay for your living expenses, right? No, that's not what I mean. Then what does it mean? I got in the way of you, right? Once you got pregnant, you started nagging me. You did whatever you please whenever you came back. No, that's... I think I told you before. It's not that I couldn't have children. I didn't. If you look at the environment, you can see why, right? A husband who doesn't work. A mother-in-law who doesn't do housework. You don't want to have a child under those circumstances. A child will be unhappy, don't you think? Hey, how can you come back? They'll take me back home if you don't do anything. Wouldn't it be better for the baby if you went home? You'll be able to make a living. Well, your husband seems pretty angry, though. What? You're bothering people. If you went back home without permission, of course he'd be angry. You have a child of his in your belly, and you're in an environment where your life is in jeopardy. He wouldn't be happy about it. Wait a minute. Hey, please come back. Then I can have my baby here. No, did you hear what I said? We're divorced, and that house is not mine. Why don't you get your favorite brother to work and pay for it? Well, I don't know how many days it would take. Maybe he could get a day job or something and make ends meet for now. Hey, I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's all too late, isn't it? Can you tell them that thank you for everything you've done for me? Oh my God! Are you serious? Wait, please come back. In the beginning, I received many apologies from my mother-in-law and ex-husband, saying, I want you to come back. I'm sorry. However, after a while, they changed their attitude. They texted me things like, come back immediately, or pay the money. When I replied, if you persist any longer, I will consult the police. They stopped contacting me. In the end, I heard they couldn't pay the rent. My mother-in-law's brother allowed them to stay at his house for a while, but it's only for a month, so they are desperately looking for a job. Marina was picked up by her husband right away. Marina's parents-in-law, who had been living separately within a short distance, decided to live together until 3 months after the birth. I moved to a place near my office, and I'm finally free from everything. I am finally living a fulfilled life.
Julia, I heard you and Mark are divorced. Oh, you poor thing. I knew your marriage wouldn't last long. Linda, how did you know I got divorced? We finished the formalities just yesterday. I haven't even told Mom and Dad yet. How do you think I knew? Huh? Mark told me. Mark told you? Yeah. Wait, didn't you? Oh, did you sense it? I've decided to marry Mark. I knew it. Oh, you knew we were dating? I thought it was suspicious. You did? Thought I could keep it from you. But now, we can be together with no worries. We got the marriage certificate right after you and Mark got divorced. Huh? So he married right away? I'm sorry. I'm on cloud 9. While you're divorced and in the depths of unhappiness. Well, not really. Huh? I've been thinking of divorce for a while. Oh, really? Besides, you two fooling around, divorce is on my mind anyway. I mean, are you sure you're okay with Mark? Ha ha! Your tone says it all. Frustrated much? Naturally. Lost your man to your sis. Well, it is what it is. Mark's loaded, and you didn't deserve him. Mark's loaded? Yup. Ivy League grad, works for a big shot company. Well, yes, but... A plain, ugly woman like you doesn't suit an elite man like Mark as a wife. Wow. On the other hand, I'm beautiful, unlike you. Mark said he couldn't believe we were sisters because we were so different. No wonder he dumped you. You can't beat me. Well, are you done? I'm sorry to be so nitpicky, but can I correct one thing? Huh? I got fed up with him and asked for a divorce. What? If you want to know why, I will tell you. Just remember, I didn't get dumped. Oh, really? Don't care about the reason. Probably something silly, like he ignored you or whatever. I'm telling you, he got tired of you because you're not attractive at all. If you didn't want a divorce, you should have worked harder to be pretty. You're just too lazy. I'm telling you, I didn't get divorced. Okay. You're a sore loser, aren't you? Then, no need to explain to you? I'll ask Mark if I want to know. By the way, Julia, can you hurry up and get out of that house? What? Why? You're divorced, so it's natural for you to leave. But this house is mine. What are you talking about? From today, I'm going to be his wife, okay? I'm going to live in that house. You have to get the hell out. No way. It's Mark who's leaving, right? Like I said before, it's mine. You stubborn girl? Mark left you. It's normal for you to leave. I don't think it's normal to marry your sister's ex-husband. Shut up! The trashy woman Mark dumped should leave immediately. If you insist on staying with your stubbornness, I'll throw you out of the house along with the trash. Okay. Well, I don't have any feelings about the house I'm living in. I'll move out by the end of this month. What?
By the end of this month? Too late. You should leave sooner. I want to live in that house right now. You can't push me like that. First, I have to find a new place to live. I'll have to make arrangements to move our stuff out. Or are you going to help me pack? Oh no, I don't want to do that. Then wait until the end of the month. Well, okay, as long as you leave. Just to clarify, are you sure you're okay with me moving out? Huh? Yeah, of course. Actually, I've always wanted to live there. It's great to have a rich husband and a house at the same time. I'm going to change the interior to my liking as soon as I move there. There's plenty of room. Maybe I'll even make my own dressing room. Well, do as you please. Julia, I see you've already packed up and moved out. I'm glad you are ahead of schedule. You may not score high on looks, but you're certainly quick with your work. Yeah, I guess. I found a new place sooner than I expected. A new place? Maybe a shabby, cheap apartment, right? I feel sorry for you, but it goes as it goes. You lost your rich husband. Not really. It's convenient for transportation and the rooms are spacious and quite comfortable. Oh, I won't let you know where I'm living now. Don't worry. I'm not interested in where you are. You're acting like you don't care about your situation, but you actually miss your previous house. Getting kicked out of it must be so miserable. Well, you're gonna feel it by yourself too. Huh? You should find your new place soon. What? Why? Because that house will be put on the market soon. Huh? Well, you need to pack up and leave by the end of next month. At the beginning of the month after next, I'm going to vacate the house to a real estate agent who will buy it from me. I'll see you then. What are you talking about? You're not making any sense. What do you mean you're selling the house? Isn't it obvious? I don't live there anymore, so I want to sell it. What? You said you were going to buy a new interior, but don't waste your money. You've only got a month to prepare, so you better hurry up. Don't be ridiculous. Mark bought this house, so you have no right to sell it. I see. You must have lost your mind from the shock of the divorce. Poor you. Maybe you should go to the hospital soon. Julia. Why are you ignoring it? So it was you who kept ringing earlier. Why didn't you answer your phone? I'm at work at this time. And like you, I'm busy. Shut up. I have a rich husband, so I don't have to work. So what can I do for you? Someone claiming to be a real estate agent came to see me. He told me to move out as soon as possible. Why should I move out when I just moved in? Linda, didn't I tell you that? Don't tell me you're still living there. Then you really sold the house? I did. I can't believe it. Why would you do such a selfish thing? This house belongs to Mark, right? You're jealous and did it as revenge for me having taken your husband. But selling the house is going too far. Isn't this a crime? It can't be a crime. I told you before, that house is mine. Whether I sell it or not is up to me. Huh? But Mark bought this house, didn't he? No, he didn't. I did. Of course, the title is in my name too. No way! I don't get it. Well, to be honest, I was making more money than him. It's impossible. Mark works for a big company, right?
You work for a small local company. There's no way you make more money than him. Oh, didn't I tell you? I changed jobs a long time ago. Changed jobs? One of my seniors in college started his own business, and he asked me to help him out. I'm the vice president now. No way! You're the vice president? Well, it's just a title. I actually work with the other employees on the same floor. It was tough until we got on track, but thanks to the hard work of all the employees and the president, we've been getting more and more clients. Recently, our business has been on a steady rise. Whoa! By the way, Mark isn't working for a big company anymore. Huh? Mark caused a terrible issue at work a few years ago and got fired. Now he works part-time at a convenience store. Huh? You don't know anything? He never told me anything like that. Wait, you said Mark is working part-time? Yep. Well, maybe he wanted to hold on to his precious memories of being an elite. I guess that's why he hid the truth from you. Oh no, I've been deceived. I'm not sure about that. Did you have no chance to ask him about his job? Well, I didn't ask him at all. Then I guess you can't blame him. He always wore a brand name watch and high-quality shoes at our dates. I could never have imagined that he was working part-time. He is so vain. So Mark isn't rich then? That's right. I guess he used all his savings from his previous job, and he only works 2 or 3 days a week. It's impossible for a couple to live on his salary alone. Wait a minute. Could it be that the reason why you and Mark got divorced? Because Mark wasn't working properly? Exactly. When he had just quit his job, I didn't mind if he didn't work for a while. It's natural to be shocked at being fired, that you don't feel like working. I had a good job and could afford the finances, and thought I could support him. But Mark got a taste of my support. He didn't seriously try to find a new job. I wanted to save some money in case we have children in the future. I didn't want my husband to be unemployed forever, so I told him to get a job, even a part-time one. Then, he reluctantly started working at a convenience store. But he'd use all his wages and wouldn't spend a penny of it for the living expenses. He did nothing but play computer games at home while he forced all the housework on me. I decided that I couldn't spend the rest of my life with him, so we ended up divorcing. I didn't know that. I thought Mark had a higher income than you. But that's fine. It's common for people to work together nowadays. You can just work to make up for his lower income, right? Huh? You mean I should work? Of course. Do you think you can live on his part-time job? That's impossible, but I was going to be a housewife when I married him. I guess you'd better give up being a housewife. I mean, maybe you should take this opportunity to start working, Linda. You're over 30 and still have no work experience. It's outrageous. You're kidding. I'd rather divorce Mark right now than work. What? Divorce already? He just got married the other day. Because I thought Mark was rich. If I'd known he was a poor freelancer who only worked 2 days a week, I never would have married him in the first place. I'm so stunned. You're after his money. I've always dreamed of marrying into a rich family. I have to hurry up and find a rich man for marriage. I don't think the world is that easy. Ha! Unlike you, I'm beautiful. I always get any guys I aim for. You'll see. I'm going to remarry a man many times better than Mark. You have a lot of confidence. Fine then. You'd better get out of the house as soon as possible. What? The real estate agent has told you repeatedly, if you stay there, you'll cause many troubles for other people. What? We're sisters. Don't you think you should be nice to me? Even though we're family, if it is done through a real estate agent, it should be done strictly. Okay. I'll find a new husband as soon as possible, and I'll live in a better house. Julia, help! Linda? You haven't texted me for a while. What's up all of a sudden? Hey, can you lend me some money? What? Well, I'll rephrase. Give me some money. I don't think I can pay you back. Wait. I need $50,000. You can afford that, right? You're rich enough to buy a house by yourself. Why are you suddenly... I need the money right now. As much as $50,000? Yes. What are you going to spend it on? I've been charged alimony. Huh? Alimony? Did you do something bad? I didn't do anything bad. It's just my boyfriend had a wife. Your boyfriend? You and Mark are divorced then. No, we aren't. What? I just wanted to get a rich man. However, I wanted to keep Mark until I was sure I had the right guy. What the? Because if I failed at marriage, I'd be single again, wouldn't I? I'm not young, and I didn't want to make the same mistakes. That's very selfish of you. So I pretended to be single and went to a lot of singles parties. Then, I met a guy who makes $200,000 a year and we started dating. But the other day, he told me he was actually married. Wow. Do you think that's terrible? He was lying to me. You were lying to him too, right? And after that, he confessed to his wife that he was cheating on her. His wife demanded alimony. It's not right for a married man to go to a singles party. I wonder why he spilled beans to his wife. The $200,000 annual salary was actually his wife's. He wanted to have casual affairs with a woman other than his wife, so he joined a singles event. But he was afraid of leaving his wife. His wife runs a company. What does he do? He was just working part-time. Then he's just like Mark. He wore expensive clothes and looked rich, so I was fooled. I bet his wife bought them for him. You never learned, did you? Shut up! Oh, bummer. My plan has failed again. Anyway, you'll have to pay alimony to his wife. But $50,000 is absolutely impossible. Julia, please pay it for me. No way. Why not? You don't get it? Don't you realize how crazy you sound? Making your sister clean up your mess. You are the only one I can rely on. Mom and Dad told me to take care of it myself. They said they don't have money. Not surprising. And they even said they would cut ties off with me. What in the world did I do? I was just trying to marry a rich man. Well, you remember? When you married my ex-husband, Mom and Dad were angry with you. Going after others' husbands is out of the question. It's not my fault. The person I fell in love with just happened to be married. Well then, Julia, I'll give you my bank account. Transfer $50,000 in one lump sum. I said, no way. All right, maybe asking for money was a bit brazen. Just lend me $50,000. I'll pay you back in installments later. I don't want to lend you money either. I promise I'll pay you back. I don't trust you. You don't trust your family? I'm sorry, but I don't consider you family. Oh no! Then what am I supposed to do? I don't know. I guess you'll just have to work and pay your alimony. I'll work hard, but I can't pay $50,000 right away. Then why don't you borrow money? That is, if you can find a place that'll lend you the money. Julia, you're abandoning your sister? I don't need you in my life, right? By the way, you called me a trashy girl. I wonder which one of us is trash. That's terrible. I have to wake up early tomorrow, so I'm going to bed now. I'll also block you so you don't disturb my sleep. Okay, bye. Good night. Wait, Julia! Why won't you help me? After that, Mark found out Linda was cheating on him, and he asked for alimony from her as well. Linda was unemployed and had no savings, so she ended up borrowing money from various consumer loans. She is now working day and night to earn money to pay off her debts. I wonder how many decades it will be before she pays it off. As for myself, I moved into an apartment after my divorce and am enjoying my single life. My job is going well, so I'm planning to go on an overseas trip with a friend for the next vacation.
Mariah, you're coming back today, right? Yeah, Mom. It's been 5 years. Are you busy with work? Sort of. My job requires me to travel a lot. So I'm driving out now. Do you have a parking space? If not, I'll have to find a pay parking lot, so... It's okay. My usual spot is open. Oh, yes. The candy you bought for me when you came back 5 years ago was so good. Oh, that one. Do you think they still sell them? They are a long-lasting favorite, so I'm sure they'll be fine. Can you get me some then? Sure. Hey, Mom, I just wanted to ask you something. What is it? It's about Naomi. Mom, is it true that you're not very nice to her? What? What's that? I overheard something from a local acquaintance. She said, your brother, Kent's wife, Naomi, seems to be getting bullied by her mother-in-law. Oh no, that's not true. I treat her normally. I heard that you forced her to do all the housework and that you made petty complaints about her. I'm just teaching her things as a senior housewife. Naomi's still young and doesn't have enough experience, and yet I can't believe she took it that way. But if there are stories like that circulating around, let me make it clear for the sake of my honor. What? To be honest, I don't like Naomi. I think Kent deserves better, and I think she's taking advantage of him. What? What's with that sudden conspiracy theory? Naomi seems like a very nice girl. Why are you taking her side so much? You're my daughter, right? I'm not taking anyone's side. I just want Kent, Naomi, and you to get along with each other and give what they can as long as they are living together. I understand. I wonder if I'd seem like a somewhat better mother-in-law if I didn't nag so much. I'm being serious. Okay, all right. I'll be there in the evening. Yeah, I'll be waiting for you. Naomi, where are you? I'm cleaning the guest room you asked me to do in the morning. Just now, I got a text from my daughter. She said a lot of things about you. What? About me? That's right. She said you're telling the neighbors that I'm bullying you. That's not true. Don't lie. I didn't do anything to you. I'm just trying to teach you to do your chores properly. I'm sorry. I'm still not getting used to it. You don't have to get used to it, but you can do the bare minimum. Your cooking is terrible. Your cleaning is messy, and your laundry is wrinkled. How can you be Kent's wife if you're like that? Do you realize that you're actually causing me a lot of trouble? I didn't mean to. It's not an intention, it's a result. Consequences. You're not the kind of woman who can make Kent happy. I'm sorry. It's too late to apologize. Get out of my house right now. You'll skip dinner as punishment for telling the whole neighborhood about what I did and didn't do. I didn't tell anyone. Shut up! Don't come home tonight. But no excuses. Get the hell out of here. Oh, and leave your wallet. If you eat and shop, the punishment for skipping dinner will be meaningless. Yes. Hello, Naomi. Is this a good time? Hello, Mariah. You're coming home today, right? Yes, I am actually. I've already arrived at my parents' house. I see. Welcome home. Hey, I saw you looking through the trash in the park earlier. Are you looking for something? Yes. I was going to say hi to you, but I couldn't find a place to park my car, so I drove over to my parents' house. I can help you look for something if you like. No, I don't want to bother you. Don't be shy. What were you looking for? I was looking for food. I was wondering if there was anything edible. What? Leftover food from convenience store lunches. Little scraps left in snack bags. Oh, you mean like bird feed? No. Then what? It's for me to eat. What? What do you mean? No, I mean, does this have something to do with the fact that my mother is picking on you? I don't know. If you've already said all this, why don't you just let it out? Besides, I thought that since you just started talking, you wanted me to help you. Am I wrong? Well, she said that I've been telling my neighbors that my mother-in-law has been bullying me. What? That's what you told her. I mean, your mother got mad at me. Huh? Did she say that? I only asked her. I overheard this from a local acquaintance. Is that true? I didn't say that you spread any rumors about it, Naomi. Okay, don't worry. I know you're not the kind of person who would do such a thing. Thank you for believing me, but I don't know if she twisted some things on what I said. I guess I got you into more trouble. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Well, can I ask you a few more questions? First of all, you were rummaging through trash cans. Yes, she won't give me food. When Kent is at home, she treats me normally. When he's away for work or on a business trip, she eats by herself and throws away the leftovers. She also takes away my wallet, so I am always without money. I see. If the wallet is taken away, it must be difficult to make electronic payments with a smartphone. That's right. So I thought I'd feed my hunger with something I picked up from the trash can. Of course, I have a hesitation to do so. Good, you didn't really eat it. Yes, I did not. Until now. Until now? Kent has been on a business trip for 2 weeks since the day before yesterday. What? He has never been on such a long business trip before, so I don't know what to do during that time. I'm all alone in the world and I don't have a home. Don't tell me you haven't eaten anything since the day before yesterday. Yes. Tell me that quickly. I'm on my way over there now, so wait for me. Okay. Naomi, where are you? Well, I'm outside. I see. Don't ever ask anyone for help. If you try anything, I'll have you and Kent divorced. Naomi, are you okay? Ah, Maria, thank you for booking a business hotel for me tonight. You even treated me to dinner. I'll return the $300 I borrowed from you as soon as possible. That's okay. Have you calmed down a little? Yes, somehow. I've made the accommodation plan, which includes breakfast, so make sure to have breakfast tomorrow morning before you check out. Yes, thank you very much. Also, I was going to contact Kent. That idiot didn't even notice our mother is bullying his own wife. It can't be helped. I didn't want him to worry and didn't talk about it to him. So, I sent a screenshot of the WhatsApp that you sent me in the history of mother's bullying chat to him. Just then, he called me saying, "I'm sorry," while crying. Well, you already got a response. Yes, he's spoken to his boss and got permission to come back home tomorrow afternoon. I see. We're going on a mission tomorrow afternoon. My mother is going to the next town for a class performance, so it's a chance while she's away. Yes, thank you for your help. I look forward to doing it with you. Good morning, Mariah. Are you still sleeping? Good morning, Mom. I'm off to my lesson performance today. The one you mentioned yesterday. Got it. You'll be back on schedule around 6 p.m.? Yes, I think that's about right. Well, I'm off then. Have a good day. Naomi, My mother's gone to her lessons. Come quickly. Okay, I'll be right back. Come on, we'll get your stuff out of here. Yes, I'm coming. Thank you for your support. Naomi, where did you go? When I got home, all of your and Kent's stuff was gone. What the hell? Explain. Answer me right now. Naomi! Mom! Oh, Mariah. Hey, there's something strange in the house. Do you know what's going on? I'll tell you. Naomi and Kent have left the house, so... Huh? Huh? What do you mean? If it was just Naomi, but with Kent, he's on a business trip right now. He got a day off and came back today. Kent is angry because he knows how you treated Naomi. I feel the same way. I have no intention of ever going back to my parents' house again. What? Calm down a little, Mariah. What on earth is going on? To briefly summarize, against Naomi, Kent and I are both angry at you for taking away Naomi's money and not feeding her. In order to rescue Naomi as soon as possible, we planned to escape from you while you were away and completed the move. I guess that means... Huh? Well, just... And from here, I'll tell you why I showed up at my parents' house for the first time in 5 years. Huh? Isn't it just a homecoming? The purpose of my return home is to ask you to vacate the land and your house. Huh? You are aware that this land and house are still in my dad's name, right? At the time of the divorce 5 years ago, to you who did not want to leave this house no matter what, my dad had no choice but to give in and allow you to continue to live in the house for $600 rent. What? Rent? I knew you forgot. Or rather, you didn't grasp it, did you? Up until now, Kent had been paying $400 and I had been paying $200. The reason why Kent didn't leave the house for a long time is that he couldn't leave even if he wanted to because of the financial burden. Huh? Let me go back to the story. My dad went through a lot in the 5 years since the divorce. He decided to liquidate his estate for the future. In the house that you were staying in, my dad asked me about it and I was going to negotiate patiently to get you to leave. When I came here, I found out that you were bullying your daughter-in-law more than I thought. I decided that there was no need to give you any more time to leave. That's why we had to get Kent and Naomi out first. What did you say? Next, I'm going to ask you to leave, Mother. What are you talking about? You're my daughter. Why are you taking your father's side? That man left me to live with another woman. Do you know how frustrated I was when I found that out after the divorce? And yet, he wants to take the land and houses away from poor me. If this happens, I will take this house instead of alimony. I will never leave. This house is mine. I won't give it to traitors like you guys. What are you saying? My dad's second marriage partner is someone he met after he divorced you. The main reason for the divorce was your selfishness. What? It's too late for me to explain every single thing about this. I'm not going to explain it all, but I'm going to ask you to move out of the house. Oh no. Then where am I supposed to go? I don't even have a home to go back to. I'll get you a live-in job. What? A live-in job? Kent's boss contacted me and he got you a job. A civil engineering company called Myers is looking for someone to take care of miscellaneous work at the company dormitory. Myers? It sounds familiar. Where did I hear that? Oh, but I don't want to live in the dormitory. Then you should take me, Mariah. That's not possible. Why not? If Kent and Naomi refuses to live with me, then you should take care of me as the eldest daughter. I'm getting married. What? I can't live with you because he's going overseas. That's impossible. If you work for the Mayors, you'll get paid and you'll have food, clothing, and shelter. I think it's the best thing for you. I remember now, Mayors. Once the son of a friend of mine was a skinny, troubled kid taken away in a black van. A few years later, he came back as a different serious person, as if he had been remodeled. I don't want to. It's a scary place. Oh, there's a black van parked outside my door. Mariah! When they went to pick up my mother, they seemed to have had some trouble. My mother arrived at the Mayor Company dormitory and immediately started work the next day. Incidentally, the company dormitory was for women only and was full of strong female employees who had been trained for field work. My mother was terrified. When she was spoken to, she would get all jumpy. It seemed that she could not afford to show her natural selfishness. Although it was a rough treatment, I think I will leave my mother in the hands of the Myers. Also, my brother and his wife have rented a room near my father's current home. Naomi, in particular, is very comfortable with her father-in-law's remarriage partner and enjoys interacting with her. I'm getting married in the hope that the days will continue to be peaceful.
Thank you for coming today, Emma. I had heard about you from James for a while, but when I actually met you, I was surprised to find that you are much nicer than I had imagined. I can't believe that such a nice young lady is going to marry James. I am so happy. I think my husband is happy in heaven. Please take good care of James from now on. Please come visit us again. Thank you very much. But let me tell you one thing. Please don't see me again. What? I won't visit you during Obon, New Year's, and GW. If necessary, I'll ask only James to go there. Let's not get involved in anything other than weddings and funerals. Huh? What? Why? I'm sorry, did I do something to offend you? No, it's not like that. I just married James and became his wife. I'm not the bride of your family. I'm a stranger to you, not a blood relative. Please be sensible about that. It must be tiring for both of us to care about each other. Please keep contact to a minimum. I'll turn off notifications on my line as well. If you need something, please contact James. But please don't rely on James too much, just because he's the eldest. Don't rely on him too much. I'll invite you to the wedding, but please don't do anything harsh. Do you understand? Huh? I understand. I was told something like, did I do something rude? Was Emma mad at me? Oh, I forgot to tell you, Mom. I'm sorry. Emma was not mad at you. She's just a little cautious. Wary? You mean she's shy? That's not what I meant. To tell the truth, Emma's mother and her grandmother on her father's side had a very bad relationship. Her mother and father's grandmother had a very bad relationship. She's seen them fight since she was little. They're separated from her father's side of the family now. She's wary of her mother-in-law. It's not about my mom. That's what you meant. I don't want to do anything to Emma. It's like a trauma. Yeah, that's what I meant. So, well, maybe after we get married, we'll be a little bit apart. But it won't be a problem, right? My sister and her husband live nearby. If you need anything, you can just ask her. It's true that Ava stays here too. I'm sure I won't be in trouble, but it'll be a little lonely. We got to know each other so well. Well, what can we do? Once we got married, we'd have drifted apart sooner or later. We're a single mother family, and Emma's family is different from ours. Don't do anything unnecessary at the wedding. Just sit quietly in your seat. Status? I don't know, but, well, if that's the case, I don't mind if Emma does as she wishes. What's more important is that you two are happy as a couple. I hope she'll let her guard down in time. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, thanks for your time today. I'll let you know when the wedding date is fixed. Mother-in-law, what is the meaning of this? What in the world is going on? Emma, it's been a while. Congratulations! I heard from James that the baby was born safely. I'm glad to hear both mother and child left the hospital in good health. What is it? Don't act like you're worried about me. Don't even send that. Pretending to be worried? No, I'm not pretending. And what's all that stuff? Baby clothes and money? What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean. It was supposed to be a baby gift. A small gift. I heard you were going to buy baby clothes. I thought I'd get you some clothes for everyday use. A bib and... I'm sorry. You didn't like it? You've finally shown your true colors. Sending me those cheap clothes and money like that? Like you're trying to ingratiate yourself with me. Are you trying to appeal to your grandchildren? My son is mine and James. He's not your grandson. Just because my son was a boy, you'll say something about an heir. Huh? I didn't mean it like that. There's no room for carelessness. I thought you've been quiet for the past 3 years. You think you can catch me with that cheap stuff? It's just a nuisance. That's why mothers in single-parent households are. I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted to congratulate you. I didn't even know the sex of the baby until just now. No need to make excuses. The child is not your grandchild, and he's not your heir. Besides, there's nothing to inherit from a poor family with a single mother. I never said that. I never thought so. Why do you say that? You're playing the victim. It's so obvious. They don't send unconditional congratulations. We know what they're trying to do. They're just trying to get us with cheap stuff and money. They want us to take care of them in their old age. Don't think you'll get your way. I already threw away those trashy clothes. My parents will give me something better, so I don't need it. What? Oh no. Please don't waste your time like this. No matter how much you try to curry favor with me, I will not associate with you or your relatives. I won't care for my mother-in-law at all. I won't even let my children see her. And please, don't get involved with James anymore. Wait, Emma, you've misunderstood me. Please listen to me. No, there's nothing more to talk about. Pretend we're not here. Goodbye. Mom, what are you doing? I was just getting out the hospital and taking it easy. Don't make Emma angry. I don't know why Emma got mad at me. I just sent my congratulations. I don't know if she blocked me or what, but she hasn't responded. I told you not to interfere as much as possible, but you went to the trouble of sending a congratulatory gift. I don't even know if it was a gift. What do you mean? Don't play dumb with me. Emma was right after all. What did you want us to do with the $3,000 you sent? Were you going to ask us to give you your grandchild? Or you think you would be able to obligate us to live with you? With a mere $3,000? Did you think that you could get close to your son and his wife? Did you think they'd take care of you in your old age? What are you saying, James? What you guys are saying is crazy. What are you thinking? Say it from the beginning. Then let me tell you at this point. I've been putting up with it all my life because we were a single mother family. What? I've been lonely because I didn't have a father. I've had a hard time because we were poor. I've always felt ashamed of being a single parent. I've suffered because of you. Even after I got my own place, you held me back with your meager support. When I got married, you tried to interfere with my wife and kids. You tried to do everything according to your wishes. Emma's parents never did anything like that. Hey, James, what are you talking about? I can't live my life being exploited by you anymore. I don't consider people like you my mother. I'd rather just break up with you and be a stranger. I'll live my life with Emma's parents as my parents. I don't want any more support from you, and I won't give it to you. I won't let you see your grandchildren, and I won't take care of you. Spend your old age alone and lonely and regret what you did to me. Don't touch my house again. I get it. In short, you want to be insulated from me because being a single parent is a disgrace. With my humble assistance or a mere token of a monetary gift. I don't expect you to take care of me in my old age. Is that what you're saying? That's what I said. It's really annoying. So don't ever get involved with us again. I see. Then, will you get out of my house? Huh? Why? Is the house the apartment we're living in now? Yes. If you don't want my help, I suggest you get out of that apartment you're living in. No, why? This is the apartment I've lived in since college. I don't need my mother telling me to move out. I do. That apartment you guys are living in, I'm the owner. Huh? Owner? Yes. I bought it about 10 years ago. I own the whole place. What? You're lying. It's true. That's why you guys are living there. That's why you guys get to live there for 60% less than the other apartments. Remember when you started college and lived on your own? I introduced that apartment to you. Don't you remember? I did, but I can't believe you're the owner. That's impossible. Where would you get that kind of money? What do you mean, where? Of course, it's my own money. It's not that big, but I'm the president of an apparel company. I make a fair amount of money. What? President? No. Of course not. We've always been poor. Mom, you were always working to make money. You left me and my sister to the neighbor lady. Neighbor lady? Is she Olivia who used to come to our house? She was my nanny. What? A nanny? When you were little, about a year after your father passed away, the new company I was starting took off and I got busy. I hired Olivia to take care of the housework and babysit. You're talking about Olivia, aren't you? What? A nanny? We could afford that? Why do you think we were poor in the first place? I never given you a hard time financially. I never made you lack for food or clothes. I took you on all kinds of fun and vacations. I sent you to the schools you wanted to go to, from elementary school through high school. I didn't give you hand-me-downs or second-hand school supplies. We gave you brand new ones. I gave you all the club activities and lessons you wanted. I even allowed you to go to college without a scholarship. I never took a penny from you. When have I ever exploited you? Well, no, because when Emma found out I was from a single-parent family, she told me how hard it was for you to be poor, and how lonely it was not having a father. She said she felt sorry for me because my mother exploited me. She always comforted me. That's when I realized we were poor. I thought, what's that? Emma must have had a preconceived notion that a single mother family means poor. And since you don't know any family with both parents, because you don't know any family with both parents are present, you just assumed it was true because of what Emma told you. That's why I thought you were being so harsh to me. That's why. Sorry, Mom. You know, when I think about it, you even paid for my college tuition. You always sent me enough money. We never had a hard time with money. We had a much better life than most people. But I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I was so ungrateful. Don't apologize. I feel better now that I know why you guys hated me. Mom, well... Okay, back to the apartment. I'm going to change the rent back to the regular rent in the next month or so. What? Wait, why? Why what? You don't need my help anymore, do you? If you want to keep living there, pay the regular rent. If that's not possible, then you'll have to move out. Wait a minute. Why? You just cleared up that misunderstanding. I apologized. You said you feel better. All I understood was why you guys were being so stubborn. The condo is a different story. I don't think so. You don't want to think of me as your mother. That you're ashamed of being a single parent. You've suffered because of me. With the same mouth that you said you wanted to cut ties altogether. And now that you've apologized, you want me to continue to support you. I don't think you intend to say something shameless like that, do you? No, that's... Words are like bullets. They hurt people easily, and they can't be taken back. I've already lost my patience. I'm going to do you guys a favor and completely cut you off. No help until now. No help from now on. Even after the worst happens to me, I'll leave my inheritance, my company, and everything to Ava. I've already decided where I want to spend my old age. Oh, and you don't have to pay back the money I gave you in college, and the money for the baby shower gift. Wait, Mom, we can't afford an apartment. We just had a baby. We can't afford to raise the rent or move. Why are you saying such a pessimistic thing? Where's that tough attitude you had when you pushed me away? I'm truly sorry. Please forgive me, Mother. I've already made up my mind. You and your wife can talk about the rest. Mother-in-law, I'm very sorry until now. I heard from James. I've misunderstood you, my mother-in-law. I've been outrageously rude. For 3 years. I am truly sorry. Well. Thank you for contacting me despite your busy schedule. But there's no need for you to apologize. I'm fine. You've just been discharged from the hospital. And I know you're worried about your health. I'll stay out of your way. Please, get some rest. Oh no, please don't say that. Give us a chance. I will come to apologize. We will bring our child with us. Please, look at his face. No. No apology necessary. Please don't come to my house. I haven't seen you since the wedding. I can only vaguely remember your face. It's nerve-wracking, and we both know how sensitive you are. I don't like the idea of you bringing a newborn baby into the house. What? You don't want to see your grandchild? If you really insulate us like this, I'll never see them again. My daughter and her husband have 4 children. I'm just in time. Besides, they are your children, not mine. Not my grandchildren, right? No, it's not. And you're using your children as a shield to cover up what you did. I don't think that's a good idea. No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm really sorry about... And the baby shower gift. Please allow me to express my belated thanks. I'm sorry about the baby clothes. I'm sorry too. Those baby clothes you threw away because they were cheap? They were my company's baby products. What? Cheap-looking baby clothes made by my company. It wasn't an appropriate celebration. My daughter was happy to use them, so I misunderstood. I'm so sorry. No. I'm so sorry. Again and again. Really, Oh my. Ever since I was a little girl, I watched my mother being bullied by her grandmother. I've had a lot of sarcastic comments myself. I thought if I got married and she slapped me like that, I thought about the possibility of having my children taken away from me. I was really scared. I really didn't want to get involved in a wife-mother-in-law problem. I understand that your grandmother is a very troubled person. I know that there are people like demons in this world. But my grandmother and I are different people. She's not a creature called a mother-in-law, but a human being. And when I do not do anything, I am harshly rejected. I feel sad and hurt. I'm sorry. I don't know your mother-in-law well. I was caught up in preconceived notions and did a terrible thing. I'm really, really sorry. No more apologies. I don't need your mother telling me to move out. I'm also concerned about your physical condition right after the birth. I also need you to cool down a bit. Let's keep our distance for the time being. We'll talk about it when you've calmed down. Yes. Well then, take care of yourself. I'll see you again sometime. After that, I received a polite letter of apology from Emma. Emma's parents, who had no idea what was going on, bowed down to me. It seemed that the misunderstanding had been cleared up, so I made peace with Emma. However, James went out of control. He was so eager to somehow get my permission to continue my support. He would storm into our house early in the morning or late at night before or after work. He would pull our newborn child away from Emma. He tried to bring him to our house, which was a 2-hour drive away. He would put himself on the back burner and say to Emma, "It's your fault," and so on. He caused me and Emma and others a lot of trouble. He eventually charged in and was caught by his sister, Ava. She tightly gripped him and it seemed like he finally came to his senses. However, it seems that James, who went out of control, scared her so much. At Emma's request, James and his wife are now living separately with divorce in mind. James is unable to see his wife and children freely and is living alone and lonely. It may be Emma's fault for imprinting her beliefs on James, but the worst is James, who then went off on a tangent based on his own feelings. I'm really ashamed of myself. As for me, when I was able to get rid of the tension between Emma and myself, we've been giving each other gifts, such as mid-year gifts, year-end gifts, birthday gifts, etc. We are continuing to communicate with each other with a good sense of distance. I hope our relationship will continue in a relaxed manner.
Tyler, what should I do?
What? What's wrong?
Your mother gave me a necklace.
Huh? What about it? That's good.
Your mother gave me a present. I wonder what she's up to.
Hey, why would my mother do anything to you? Don't be silly.
Well, she hates me, doesn't she? I can't help but wonder if she's up to something.
Yeah, you're right. She does hate you.
Don't say it so clearly. I'm hurt, you know.
Oh, sorry. So, what kind of necklace did you get?
It's from a famous brand. It's probably quite expensive.
Oh, really? Well, since my mother gave it to you, you should take good care of it.
Yeah, I'll take good care of it.
Please do. Oh, by the way, I'm going out for a drink with my colleagues tonight, so I don't need dinner.
Oh, really? You've been out drinking quite often lately. Don't be too late.
Yeah, I know.
Last week you missed the last train and stayed over at your mother's place.
You won't get worried if I stayed at my mother's place rather than somewhere else, right?
That's true.
I'm still at work. See you later. Julia, are you mad at me?
If you're going to stay over, at least call me.
I said I'm sorry.
I found out this morning when your mother called.
I'm really sorry. We had a blast at the bar and I was too drunk to call you.
What? Your mother said you came home tired from working overtime.
Huh? There must have been some misunderstanding.
What a terrible misunderstanding.
Anyway, Julia, Mom told me about that necklace. She said it was your birthday present. Mom said she accidentally got your birthday wrong.
What? My birthday? It's still 6 months away. It's the wrong time of year. And I've never gotten a birthday present from your mother.
I think Mom wants to get to know you.
After all this time? Your mother has been comparing me to your ex-wife, Kathy, ever since we got married. She always praised Kathy. I can't believe she wants to get along with me after all this time.
Mom liked Kathy a lot, Until recently, she even asked me if Kathy and I could start over.
She did?
Yeah, I told her not to be silly, but I guess she was pretty serious. She still keeps in touch with Kathy too. Oh.
What? What's wrong?
It's Kathy's birthday this month.
What? Is that... Could that necklace be...
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, maybe that necklace was supposed to go to Kathy, not me.
No way, I'm sure Mom isn't that forgetful.
Yeah, I hope so.
Maybe she got your birthday and Kathy's birthday mixed up, but I'm sure the necklace was prepared for you.
Yeah, sure. It's the first thing your mother gave me, so I'll take good care of it.
You should. Mom will be happy. Hey, Julia, what the hell is this? You've torn off the necklace Mom gave you.
So?
Why is this happening?
I tore that stupid thing off and threw it away.
You ripped off the necklace Mom gave you and threw it away? You're out of your mind. What are you thinking?
It's your mother who's crazy.
What? What do you mean? Explain it to me.
Your mother just called me and asked me to return the necklace.
What? Why?
She said she was going to give the necklace to Kathy, but she gave it to me by mistake. She said it wasn't mine and that I should give it back. I was so sad.
That's such a trivial thing she said to you. Tearing it off and throwing it away is too much. Apologize to Mom.
What? You're saying it's my fault? Why aren't you mad at your mother for me?
Why would I be mad at Mom? It's your fault for tearing it off.
Oh no, that's terrible. I thought you're on my side.
There are no sides. Just apologize to Mom. Besides, where are you now until this late? Come home and get dinner ready. I'm tired from work.
It's not my fault. You can take care of your own dinner. I'm staying at my parents' today.
Suit yourself.
I got a call from your mother.
Julia, are you still not coming home? Mom's worried about you too.
Looks like you're at your mother's. You seem fine without me.
Don't say something like that. Come home soon.
I think I went too far with the necklace.
Yeah, I went too far too. I'm sorry I didn't think about your feelings.
I lost my temper and I feel bad about what I did to your mother.
Yeah, well, I want you to buy a new necklace and give it to Mom.
What? I don't know what you mean.
I mean, you ripped it off, so you can't give it back without buying another one, right?
Why do I have to give it back?
Mom wanted to give it to Kathy as her birthday present. She can't give it to her if you don't give it back.
Why does everyone only care about Kathy?
I didn't mean it like that, but you would want to continue to get along with Mom, don't you?
That's true, but...
Then let's just give the necklace back to Mom and apologize.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, now that you've decided to do that, come home. I can't do without you, Julia.
Yep, sure.
Hey, Julia, why aren't you home yet?
Yesterday, I called your mother to apologize after I talked with you. Then she said, "When in the world are you going to have kids?"
Yeah, Mom says she can't wait to see her grandkids. So, what does that have to do with you not coming home?
Your mother told me that I'm just a wife to have children, so get on with it. And she also said that you married me with that intention too. That's a lie, isn't it? That's not true, is it?
What are you saying? That's not true. I married you because I wanted to be with you.
Really? Can I trust you?
Of course you can. Stop being a pain in the ass and come home soon.
What do you mean, pain in the ass? I don't want to keep talking like this either.
Just come home and we'll talk. We should talk face to face.
Okay, I'm going home. I'll leave now.
What? Today? Now? It's late. Why don't you come home tomorrow?
Huh? I'll take a cab home. It's not that late yet.
Actually, I'm at my mom's right now.
What? You don't need me after all.
That's not true. You're not here, so I had no choice but to stay at my mom's for dinner.
Then I don't have to go home today. I'll go home tomorrow.
Sure, that would be great.
Hey, Tyler, I went to your mother's house today.
Yeah, so? Did something happen?
Well, I thanked her for the fact that you always stay over.
What?
Then she said that you only came twice last month. What does this mean?
Well, it means...
Where have you been staying?
Where? No, I go there late at night so I don't see Mom.
That's not possible. You said you had dinner there.
Maybe Mom is confused, like how she was with the necklace.
Speaking of necklace, Tyler, are you seeing Kathy?
Huh? What are you talking about? There's no way I am seeing my ex-wife.
Your mother told me that you gave Kathy the necklace I gave back to her. I don't know what's true. Tell me the truth. I didn't say it was wrong for you to see your ex-wife.
Okay, I gave the necklace to Kathy. Mom asked me to give it to her. There's nothing wrong with me seeing her, and I didn't think it was necessary to tell you about it. But it was a thoughtless thing to do. I'm sorry.
So that's what happened. I'm sorry I doubted you.
I'm glad you understand. I'll be careful from now on. Hey, Julia, pick up the phone.
You came home, so you get it, right?
Huh? What do you mean I get it? Why are there divorce papers on the table?
Because I want a divorce. It means I can't stay married to you.
What's going on all of a sudden? We were getting along fine. What's wrong with us?
I've had it with you and your mother.
Huh? Why, Mom? I don't get it at all. Explain it to me.
Your mother came to our house a while ago. She wanted to talk to me. And she asked if I'm pregnant yet. I said no, and you know what she said?
What did she say?
She said, you need to have the baby and get out of here. I had no idea what she meant, so I asked her what she meant. She told me that I was only a wife to have the baby and that I should leave the baby after I had one. She said we would raise the baby.
Did she say that?
You knew about it, didn't you? It's too late to say you didn't know. I asked your mother, who are we? What do you think she said? She said that you, your mother, and Kathy are going to raise the baby together.
What?
You're trying to sound like you don't know anything. You've been contacting Kathy behind my back all this time, haven't you? Your mother told me that too.
No way. Why would she tell you?
I knew it was true. How dare you deceive me?
It's not like I deceived you or anything. Kathy and I are like friends.
Yeah, right. I heard that you stayed at her place every time you were out.
If I hide it now, you'll get even more suspicious, so I'll tell you. Yes, I stayed over, but nothing happened.
Even if something did happen, there would be no proof.
What? What do you mean there would be no proof? Don't talk nonsense.
It means that even if something happened between you and Kathy, you would never have a baby.
How do you even know that? Damn, Mom talks too much.
I heard that you and Kathy got divorced because you were worried about Kathy not being able to have kids.
Yeah, so it's not like we had a fight or anything. We still talk and we have a good relationship. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about what happened with Kathy. I won't see her anymore, so don't tell me you're divorcing me.
You think I'd say divorce just because of that? You're such an optimistic asshole.
Huh? What's with that tone? Is there something more?
You're planning to let me have the baby, get divorced, take the baby, and remarry Kathy, aren't you? You wanted me to have a baby so that you could raise it with Kathy. You wanted a child of your own blood.
There's no way that I would intend to do that. You're completely mistaken.
I told you your mother came to our house today, right?
Yeah?
Well, there was someone else with her.
Huh?
Kathy came. Do you know how it feels to have your husband's ex-wife tell you to your face to have a baby and leave my husband as soon as possible? She told me to get the hell out of the wife's position because I'm just a wife who's only here to give birth. You have no idea how frustrated I was.
Did she say that to you?
I heard that you had already agreed to this. Even if you play dumb, you'll still get caught, you know?
Well, I guess so. If she told you all about it, there's no way I can get away with it. I'll tell you everything.
You finally unmasked yourself.
Shut up. Kathy and I wanted to have a child, but she was infertile and couldn't have children. And because of that, Kathy wanted to leave me, so we divorced. Mom loved Kathy as if she was her own daughter, and she was against it until the end. Then I met you and we got married. At that time, Kathy and I decided that I would have a child with you and raise that child as our own.
Do you guys realize how crazy you sound? The child I give birth to is my child, not Kathy's.
Since this plan is exposed, we have no choice. Julia, I'm sorry. I was out of my mind. Let's start over. Don't say divorce.
Huh? Are you crazy? Do you think I'm going to say, okay, let's start over, after hearing what you said?
Why not? I'm saying I want you after all, so let's not divorce.
No way! I can't stay married to a man who thinks like this. I'm definitely going to divorce you. Sign the divorce papers.
If you divorce me, you won't be able to make a living, will you? So don't force yourself to get a divorce.
I'm divorcing you and I'm going to charge you alimony for infidelity.
Huh? What the hell? You can't do that. There's no proof.
Didn't you notice? There's proof all over the place. I recorded the conversation with a voice recorder when your mother and Kathy came over. Even this text messages could be used.
You've got to be kidding me.
So I'm going to get alimony from you and divorce you. Get on with it and sign the divorce papers.
Fine. Hey, Julia, how are you?
I'm fine. What do you want?
I saw you in town today. Are you seeing an OBGYN?
What? You saw me? I just went for a gynecological exam.
You're not pregnant or anything?
That's a keen insight.
What? No way, you're pregnant? Is it mine?
Yes, I'm pregnant. I'm 6 months pregnant.
So it's mine.
Yes, but so what? What's it to you?
Please, Julia, start over with me. I'll break up with Kathy. Let's raise that child with me.
Huh? No way. I don't care about you anymore. I'm raising this child by myself.
What are you talking about? He's my child. I can't let him live an inconvenient life. You don't have a job and your parents don't have a lot of money either. I can raise that kid without any problems. So let's start over.
I'm sorry. Talking to you makes me feel sick. I'm not going to start over, so please don't contact me again. Bye.
Hey, give me back my baby.
Hey, Tyler, you've had enough.
You told me not to contact you again, and here you are, contacting me.
It's an emergency. Your mother and Kathy ambushed and kidnapped me.
Kidnapped? Don't exaggerate. I heard the three of you talked in a coffee shop.
They took me by force. It's kidnapping. Wait, you knew about this? You're all out of your minds.
So, what did you talk about?
They said they want to have my baby. I can't even begin to tell you how disgusted I am.
You just can't do it, can you?
Of course not. What makes you think that you can have a child? It's not a thing.
But to my mother, the baby is her grandchild. Julia, don't you feel sorry for my mother?
I'm sorry, but I don't. Your mother and Kathy, they are really overbearing. I would never feel sorry for your mother. Besides, you know, I'm never going to start over with you.
Why not?
Well, I'm remarrying after the baby is born.
Huh? What do you mean? You're saying you had another guy besides me?
Calm down. It wasn't until after the divorce that I met the man I'm with now.
You're saying you're gonna raise my child with a guy who's not even blood related to the kid. I'm definitely against it.
It doesn't matter that you're against it. We're divorced.
I know, goddammit.
You have to give up the baby. I won't let you have my baby. By the way, I'm just curious.
Huh? What?
When you talked to your mother, did you notice anything strange?
Huh? What do you mean? Like what?
Is your mother starting to show signs of dementia? I used to be a caregiver, remember? I just have a feeling that she is, and I'm sure Kathy has noticed it too. She seemed cold towards your mother.
Huh? Mom is becoming senile?
Probably. Remember when she started to lose her temper often? I'm sure it started around that time.
Are you kidding me? I can't take care of her. What should I do?
You have Kathy. You should remarry and take care of your mother together. Besides, it's not like it's going to progress anytime soon. It's still fine for now.
Really? Mom should be fine for now?
I'm not a doctor. I can't tell for sure. But you should talk to Kathy and do your best. She's your mother.
Yeah, okay.
After texting with me, Tyler talked to Kathy about his mother's dementia. Kathy broke up with Tyler on that day, and Tyler came to complain to me. But he was rejected by my boyfriend and he started rampaging at the entrance of my apartment building. He broke the automatic door and injured the building's superintendent who came to stop him. As a result, the police were called. Later, I had a child and remarried the man I was dating. Rumor has it that Tyler's mother's dementia progressed quickly and Tyler became mentally ill due to caregiving. Tyler's mother is now in a nursing home and Tyler spends his days visiting the hospital to treat himself.
Sophie, what on earth are you doing?
What's wrong?
You've been slacking up on cleaning again. There's dust all over the house. You don't know anything about being a wife.
Oh, Ruth again. I know I've told you before, but if possible, please let me know ahead of time when you're coming. And please refrain from coming when my husband and I are not at home. I don't like guests coming into my home when nobody's there. Whether it's my mother-in-law or not, my husband agrees to.
What are you talking about? There's no way Tommy would say such a thing. I'm a Tommy's mother. Why would a mother need permission to come to her son's house? Besides, this is also unannounced inspections to make sure his wife is doing her job properly. You fail every time, and you're not being a good wife.
Unannounced inspections? I've been married for 3 years, and you still don't trust me?
Of course not. In the first place, I was against a messy person like you becoming his wife. But since Tommy insisted, I gave him permission. So at the very least, I should monitor his wife closely to make sure that she doesn't do anything improper. That's my role as a mother, isn't it?
I see.
So, what in the world is this dirty house? Do you clean it every day? It's a dump. I felt nauseous the moment I entered this house.
Nausea? Isn't that a bit dramatic? I clean the house every day. I take out the trash, I sweep the rooms every morning, and ventilate them. I clean the bathroom and toilet every day.
You're lying. There's something dusty about the place. There's still dust in the corners of the bathroom. You're so lax at cleaning. What if Tommy gets cancer from breathing the dirty air?
Oh dear, sorry about that.
What are those things in the fridge too? All those tasteless-looking frozen foods. I almost had a stroke from shocking when I saw them. What kind of food are you making for Tommy to eat? I told you before, meals are to be homemade. Don't you dare cut corners when you're his wife. What will you do if Tommy gets sick? Would you take responsibility for that?
I don't remember buying frozen food. Are you talking about the pre-made meals? I mean the meals that I put in Tupperware or Ziplocs and freeze. They are the homemade, not frozen.
Don't talk back to me. If you're a wife, you should feed your husband freshly prepared hot food. Cutting corners by making leftovers or frozen food is outrageous. Make at least 5 hot dishes for every meal every day. You can do it for Tommy. You're not a good wife if you don't do what's expected of you and just talk back to me.
That's absurd. Those meals are homemade with nutritional balance in mind. So anything that's frozen is considered frozen food? We both work and came home later than him. That's impossible.
If you really love Tom, you can do it. Anyway, I've thrown away all those frozen foods, okay?
You what? You threw those out? All the meals for a week?
Yes, all of it. Starting today, you'd better start cooking properly. I won't forgive you if you cut corners.
Oh no, I made all the food. And I'm trying to cut back on food expenses.
Speaking of throwing things out, what's with your clothes? What's with those fancy clothes too?
What fancy clothes? You complained before, so I don't buy that many clothes these days.
You have pink clothes. Those clothes are only until elementary school. Are you not ashamed? Wearing such things when you're an adult.
By pink clothes? Do you mean that long pale pink skirt? Wait a minute. Did you go through my closet again? Please stop it already. I really don't like it.
You're the daughter-in-law. How dare you talk to me like that? Don't you know I'm giving you advice so you won't be humiliated? I threw away the dress and all your other fancy clothes. Be more frugal and live a life that doesn't embarrass you as a wife. Don't be extravagant with the Tommy earns.
Oh no, I think you have crossed the line.
I'll be back tomorrow for another inspection.
Tom, I'm at my wit's end. Your mother came to our house again unannounced. And she threw away today's dinner and my clothes.
Really? She came again? Mom never gets tired of it.
What are you talking about? That's not funny. Ever since she moved into the neighborhood, she's been here almost every day. She talks about unannounced inspections, frugality. She just wants to pick on me with your wife. The amount of food and clothes she throws away costs extra money, and it's not easy to deal with her. If she keeps this up, we're gonna go to bankrupt.
Well, don't take it so seriously. She'll get tired of it. She's just excited to be closer to her son and his wife. Why don't you just ignore her?
You can't say that because she hasn't gotten rid of your stuff. I can't wait until your mother gets tired of it. Please tell her not to come and take away the duplicate key you made without my permission. Otherwise, I won't be able to take it much longer.
I don't know what to say. She won't listen to me. I don't even know what's going on. Why don't you tell her by yourself? Why don't you work it out together, since both of you are women?
If I complain, she'll come at me twice as much as she does now. Why can't you understand that? You're her son. Do something about it.
What are you so angry about? You've been too tense lately, Sophie. Calm down and do what mother says for a while.
I told you, I don't want to do that.
Okay. I talked to her soon. I just got called by my boss. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, Tom.
What? I'm still at work right now.
I just have a few questions. It won't take long. Depends on your response.
What? Don't waste time, just say it.
Your mom broke into our house again.
What? You're talking about that again? I told you to just ignore her.
I'm not complaining about the break-in this time. Your mom searched our house again without permission and found something interesting. She found it in the cardboard box in your room.
Oh, my room?
Yes, fancy women's underwear and clothes. And some brand-name cosmetics.
What?
Isn't that funny? I was surprised too. Your mom throws away all my clothes and cosmetics these days. I only buy cheap plain clothes and the bare minimum of cosmetics. So, why do we have all the stuff in our house? And I wonder why they came from your room. And they're in the cardboard boxes, quietly hidden away. Come on, what's going on? Explain it to me.
Well, it's...
I hope you're not cheating on me, are you?
No, I'm not. Those are all mine.
Yours?
Yeah, I never told you this before because I was afraid you'd freak out. I like to dress up as a woman. They're all for me to wear. And I'm sorry that I misled you and that I've been keeping this as a secret to you.
Oh, so they're yours? All this underwear, clothes, cosmetics? It's all yours, is it?
That's right. I bought them all for myself, for my own use. So, it's not like I'm cheating on you or anything.
Try them on then.
Huh?
If you say these are all yours, then you can wear them. If you want to prove your innocence, come home right now and try them all on. You usually only wear men's size L. If you can wear this women's XS size, then you need to show me.
No, I mean, I'm still at work, so...
Oh yeah? Work is more important than the threat of divorce. Well, if you say so, okay then. I'm going home to my parents. I guess the next time I see you will be at the divorce settlement.
What? Divorce?
Instead of reprimanding my annoying mother-in-law who abuses me, you actively invite her into our house and help her abuse. I don't want a man who could cheat on me after all.
No, wait a minute, Sophie. I'm sorry. I'm leaving right now. Let me explain. It was just a mistake. It won't happen again. I apologize. And I'll never let my mom in the house again.
It's too late for that now. Goodbye.
Sophie, what are you doing?
What is it this time, Ruth? Did you come to my house again?
What are these despicable clothes? They're filthy. Of all places, you would hide something like this in Tommy's room.
Despicable clothes? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me. A skirt so short that people would almost be able to see your underwear. Or the red gaudy underwear. Or the expensive brand name cosmetics. When I was cleaning Tommy's room, I found them hidden in a cardboard box. What in the world are you thinking? You're a married woman with clothes like a prostitute. I can't believe it.
Huh? What's that? Red underwear?
You must be taking advantage of his kindness by cheating on him. What a dirty wife you are. Move out of here. Don't ever come near Tommy again.
Ruth, I don't have any clothes like that.
Are you sure?
I really don't know. We don't go into each other's rooms. I didn't hide them. I have no idea. I just found out about it now. You found it in Tommy's cardboard box, didn't you?
What?
Ruth, please don't touch anything. And just go home for now. If you take anything, I'll report you to the police. I'm coming home now. Ruth, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help today. I just finished discussing with Tom at my parents' house.
Yes, Sophie, may I ask you something? What do you mean by discussing?
About Tom's affair, of course. Tom has been cheating on me for the past 6 months.
Huh? He was really having an affair? You're not lying, are you?
You found the things that the other woman left behind in Tom's car and at the hotel. Good job. I didn't bother a lot by your interfering up to now. But this time, it really paid off. Thank you very much, Ruth.
Oh well, Sophie.
I'll return your son to you. I'll also demand alimony.
Hey, just a moment. Return means divorce?
Of course. I'm also gonna bill you for all my clothes and food that you've thrown away. I've kept a record of everything that was thrown away. So, I'm gonna charge you for every single thing.
Wait, Sophie. Don't be hasty. Think again. You've only been married for 3 years. Divorce for a single affair is too harsh.
80% of all divorces are caused by their mother-in-law trespassing and picking on the wife. I asked you to stop 1,000,000 times. Every time you threw away my personal belongings and meal I'd made, Tom acted like it was just someone else's problem and didn't deal with it at all. I've reached a breaking point. Cheating was like the last trigger. There was a great parent-child partnership.
Wait a minute. It's my fault. But I was just doing it for Tom's sake.
Don't argue with me. You said it was for Tom's sake, but you just didn't like me, did you? It's good, isn't it? You won't have a sloppy woman as your son's wife.
I didn't mean it that way. I can't believe I made Tom get divorced.
It's too late to regret it now, Ruth. It's impossible to fix a relationship now. That's why I sent Tom off to your house just now. Please take care of him there. Goodbye.
Wait a minute, Sophie. I'm sorry for everything that's happened. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It won't happen again.
Tom said the same thing. That's what I'd expect from a scum parent and child deal. But no thanks. I will never forgive you, either of you. I'll contact you when I've hired a lawyer. Goodbye, mother-in-law. No, I mean ex-mother-in-law. After that, I hired a lawyer and demanded a divorce from Tom. I demanded $20,000 in alimony, including compensation for my personal belongings that my mother-in-law had thrown away. Of course, I also hired a professional investigator to find out who he was having an affair with and demanded compensation from her as well. At the divorce settlement, Tom and my mother-in-law got down on their knees and they cried as they told me not to go through the divorce. I refused, saying that there's nothing they can do to fix the problem. They gave in to all my demands, and the divorce was finalized. Now, Tom is staying at his mother's apartment. He blames my ex-mother-in-law for the divorce, and they seem to be on bad terms. I moved out of my old house and moved into a slightly more expensive apartment. It's a high-security place that no one can break into anymore.
Hello, are you Ava Hill?
Yes, I am. Who are you?
I'm Bill's girlfriend.
Yes? Who's Bill?
What? Of course, it's William. You've never called him by his nickname, have you? You're not being loved. How pitiful.
I don't know about the nickname thing. William is my husband.
I know that.
What do you mean? You're William's affair partner?
I'm not his affair partner. I'm his true love.
His true love? I'm the one who's married. You must be the cheating partner.
It doesn't matter which one you are. He's going to marry me in the end.
What's your name?
My name is Emma. I'm a 20-year-old, lively young college student. Just kidding.
I see, Emma. Are you really having an affair with my William? Aren't you mistaking him for someone else?
It's not a mistake. I got this WhatsApp message from Bill's cell phone. He gave it to me secretly.
So, for him to send you a message like this, does that mean you knew William was married and had relations with him?
Of course I knew. Bill was wearing a ring from the start.
Okay then. So you also know I'm pregnant?
Of course. You had a baby through fertility treatment, right? You finally had a baby when you turned 40. How can you have a baby at an old age? I can't even consider it.
If you know so much about us, it sounds like you're telling the truth. You're having an affair with my husband.
That's what I'm talking about. And besides, I'm pregnant.
What?
It's Bill's child. So, will you divorce him? Bill said that too. It's a child born to a woman who's over 40 and past her prime. He said he doesn't want such a child. Fertility treatment is too expensive, and giving birth at an old age is too high risk and low return.
Did William say so?
If it was a young girl like me, it could be easy having a baby. Besides, by the time her child comes of age, you'd look like a grandma at her 60s. No way. I'd be so embarrassed if my parents were like that. Old age births are such a waste.
Enough with your pet theory. And now that you're having a baby, just to tell me to get a divorce, you went through all the trouble to contact me.
Well, that's what it means. I'm going to become a super young and beautiful mom, unlike you, right? Of course, Bill would prefer a young beauty. So you know what? Break up with him quickly, old lady.
I understand what you're saying. I'll check with William. I'll call you later.
If you're getting a divorce, do it soon, before my baby is born.
I received a message from a young girl who's got her head in the clouds. I'm sorry for being a woman who's past her prime. What are you going to do?
Well, no. I mean, Emma actually told you? Seriously?
That's my line to say, seriously, you cheating guy. You're serious by the way you're reacting. You cheated on your wife with a girl 20 years younger than I and had a baby?
Yes.
Don't say yes. You should at least try to be a little less cryptic. How could you even think of cheating on your wife with a girl 20 years younger than you? You're a real airhead, aren't you?
I'm sorry. I was tired from work and fertility treatments. I just got carried away.
No apologies. No excuses. How long have you been together?
Well, since February of this year.
So, you've been together for about a year. She got pregnant. Did you know it?
She told me last month that she was 2 months pregnant, but we haven't decided what to do about it.
What? What's that? What do you mean you haven't decided what to do?
Well, whether or not we're going to have the baby, or if we're going to raise a child, how much money we're going to need.
Isn't this just too irresponsible? Both having an affair while your wife is pregnant and not thinking about the child you've made with your mistress. If this affair hadn't come to light, were you planning on having 2 families with me and your little girl? How? You don't make enough money to maintain 2 families.
No, I really didn't think about it. I had money from your father. I thought I could manage somehow.
What? What's that? You were going to support your affair partner and child with money from my parents?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
That's what this is about. I'm beyond angry. I'm disgusted. Just so you know, we're divorced.
What? Divorce?
Of course, it's to be expected. I have no intention of starting over with a man who cheated and had a child with another woman. Besides, if we stay married like this, it's just going to make things awkward and uncomfortable for both of us. Then, let's just get a quick divorce.
No, if that's what you, Ava, want, I'll do it. Ava, you have a job, and I'm sure you'll be fine on your own. But she can't do it alone.
Then, let's talk about divorce. I'm packing up my stuff and going back to my parents' house. That was the plan all along. I'll get back to you with the details. Let's both cool off. Hello, Emma. Long time no see. Ah, I finally got a reply. Why have you been ignoring my messages? I've been busy with various things. I'll get to the point. I talked it over with William yesterday with my lawyer. We're getting a divorce. Really? Yay! I'm sorry I stole your husband away from you. I'm the one who asked you to divorce him. I know you can't get remarried again if you're an old woman with a bump on your head. Well, do your best on your own. So, as a result of our discussion, it's been tentatively decided I'm going to charge you $10,000 for alimony. What? We'd like you to pay it in one lump sum if possible. I don't want to be involved with you guys forever. Borrow from your parents or take out a loan and pay for it. You could ask William to pay it for you. However, don't expect any support from him because I'll be making a separate request for money from him. Wait a minute. I'm paying for it? What? Isn't it obvious? You had relations with a man who has a wife. I have the right to demand alimony. It's common sense. Didn't you know that? I'm pregnant. No, I can't. I can't pay that. I'm going to have a baby. It's going to cost a lot of money. I understand, but that's not the same thing as this. It costs money for us too. You're the one who put your hands on someone else's man. You at least know how to take responsibility, don't you? That's not what I'm asking. I can't pay it. I can't afford $10,000. I can't afford it. What were your intentions in contacting me? You told me you had an affair. Did you think you could marry him without any repercussions? Because I never heard anything from Bill about paying money. 2 like-minded individuals with clouded minds. At least William had the decency to agree to pay the compensation. I can't pay $10,000. Don't charge me. Don't. Well then, I'll give you one chance. Chance? If you do what I say, you won't have to pay any alimony.
What? Really?
Yeah, really. I can write you a reminder.
Yes, I'll do it. I'll do anything.
Okay then. Marry William for sure, and never get divorced. If you do that, I'll waive the alimony.
What? That's it?
Yes, that's it. But if you don't get married or get divorced, I'll charge you $10,000 immediately.
Really? Is it really enough for me to just marry Bill?
If you don't want to, that's fine. As long as I receive compensation, I'm fine with that.
No, I'll marry him with him. That'll make it even, right? You're not lying, are you?
No, I'm not lying. You're still young, and for the sake of your unborn child, you'll need someone to support you. And when you have a baby, you're going to quit college. I think you have a lot to learn. That's why the $10,000 exemption is my gift to you.
Ava, I guess I misunderstood you. I didn't think you were such a nice person. I'm really sorry. I said so many horrible things to you, Ava.
It's okay. I don't mind at all. You, William, and the child, do your best and live on.
Thank you very much. I'll be happy.
Ava, I heard from Emma. Thank you for congratulating us on our start.
What are you talking about? I mean, I've already filed for divorce, so why don't you stop calling me?
I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for me and Emma. I can't believe you exempted us from alimony if we get married. You're in a position to hold a grudge against us. You stepped down for our kids, right? Ava, to be honest, if I had paid alimony to you, I would have been left penniless. I wasn't sure what to do. So, you're a big help. Thank you. Oh, I'll pay child support. Don't worry.
No, you know what? I don't know what misconception you have, but I'm gonna charge you the usual alimony, okay?
Huh?
What? What do you mean? Why do you think you're exempted from this? The only thing I'm exempted from this is that little bitch. You're going to pay alimony and child support in one lump sum.
What? Then why is Emma?
What can I say? Women like that, don't you think they'll resent me and stick to me? She declared her intentions of plundering my husband directly without considering the consequences. She'll act like a victim and say she can't pay alimony. If I force her to pay alimony, she will resent me. She will harm me, my children, and my family. That's why I gave her a good deal. If it's $10,000 and your safety is more important. The reason I made marriage a condition was to secure a stopper in the form of you.
What? Huh?
Well, I'm sure she'll find out after you get married. She should have paid $10,000 at that time.
Huh? What? What's that?
What do you mean? First of all, let me tell you something. You're going to be transferred to a local company.
What? What?
Why? Why? You didn't forget, did you? That you got into this company through my brother's connections, and that you got ahead because of my brother's connections.
You.
Despite this, we are going to divorce because of the worst form of infidelity. You're crazy to think you can keep your job. Not firing you from the company is an act of mercy.
That's one thing, but something like being transferred to a rural area?
If you don't like it, why don't you just change jobs? You're a person who, after turning 40, repays kindness with hostility and gets demoted as a result. I don't know if there's any other company in the same industry that would hire someone like that. In any case, the salary will likely decrease, won't it?
Oh no.
And so on and so forth. You are dirt poor and in debt due to alimony and child support. And you're going to be a low-paid man who's going to be transferred to a regional office. And you're a 40-plus-year-old man. That little girl is going to wake up one day and despair. She married him, and now she has to pay me $10,000 for a divorce. She's going to hate you for the rest of your life. You have to support a wife and kids in that situation. I bet you're too busy to retire. That's when the kids cost the most. You'll have to work until your grave. That's a lot of work, isn't it?
Oh no, my life.
I don't care what happens to you two, but the child is innocent, so do your best to make him or her happy, okay? Also, I'm going to say something for the last time.
What?
What do you mean I'm tired of fertility treatments? The reason we couldn't have kids in the first place? You're the one who caused our inability to have children. So you criticize me for being past my prime and having an advanced maternal age. You say whatever you want. I hope the baby in her belly is yours. Go to hell. Learn the reality of the situation. I wish you all the best.
Wait. Ava, wait. Let me talk to you one more time.
After that, William tried to contact me several times, but my lawyer and parents' family firmly refused, saying, "Don't bother us anymore." He gave up on me, borrowed money to pay alimony and child support, registered his marriage with Emma, who was disowned by her parents and dropped out of college, and moved to a local branch office where he was demoted. Apart from moving away from the urban area, there was also no wedding ceremony. So, it seems Emma was full of complaints. So, they started married life in a small apartment. With their finances in dire straits, William is working both his main job and a side job. Emma has a part-time job until she was in the last month of pregnancy. Moreover, a baby who was born during those difficult days seems to be an angelic baby with blonde hair and blue eyes. It seems there was another dispute, but it appears they didn't get divorced. And 2 years after the divorce, William collapsed and suffered from hemiplegia. After 2 years, the rose-colored glasses came off, and Emma refused to provide care, disappearing and leaving the child behind. William became a shell of his former self, and his parents ended up taking him in. The child was adopted by one of Emma's relatives and is said to be living happily. It's tragic what happens to people who feed on immediate greed without thinking about the future. The only thing that saves me is that the child is happy with good adoptive parents. As for me, I gave birth to a healthy child and am raising her with the help of my parents and siblings. The child that I had long wished for is so adorable. I just can't help it. I'm worried that I'm going to spoil her too much. From now on, the two of us, the child and I, will work hard to become happy.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.